All right, this time when we do the fire cage for the finale, it's set up slightly different than it was for the Act 1 version of it. We have one extra prop, and that is the skirt that's been added to the back. And this is Velcroed on. I would not add this in the first act because you can pull the drape off the entire thing and show that it's all empty. For Act 2 at the finale, we're just going to take this Velcro and we're going to put it along the very bottom. And there's a reason for that. We have to produce two people. So we have to have two people somewhere. One person is already inside the box, inside the cage. This should be Angel. Oh, I'm sorry, for the finale, this is Taylor sitting back there. But we also have to figure out how to make Katie appear. So Katie ultimately is hiding behind the skirt. Diane, show where Katie might be. Katie's going to be down below the skirt before the trick begins. Now, when we talk about the setup, thank you, Diane. When we talk about the setup, when we go out of the scene change, depending on if you close the curtain or if you're just dimming the lights, can create a problem for setting up, and everybody can see Katie is behind the box, behind the skirt. When you roll the box out, the first thing, if you dim the lights, if you roll the box out with dimmed lights, what you want to do is still have everybody bring the box out, the Andes or whoever is in control of the box. But as they bring it out, this curtain, the person over here is just going to hold the cloth up just a little bit for a person to hide under here. Now, to get Katie out requires a couple of different things. One of the things that we've done is we had rest of the cast and crew all come from stage right. We had about 15 people come stage right and walk, some in front of the box and some behind. One of the 15 was Katie. And as Katie came over, 15 people walked and only 14 people continued on. And as Katie walked, we had downstage of Katie another person who was directly in front of her. And again, this is during a scene change if you do it with dimmed lights versus a curtain. And she would just block the audience view, and Katie just eventually came down. And through the mass confusion, you couldn't tell that one person had kind of disappeared. And all Katie did was come behind the box, right here where Diane is right now. And so right now, this box, if you look at it from behind, you're going to see two people are loaded. We have Taylor inside, and we have Katie behind the box. Katie's going to have to get all the way down below the skirt so that when we show the box empty in just a moment, she is not seen. What's going to happen, though, is in just a moment, Katie, once we produce Angel, Katie's going to open up
Taylor.
Or once we produce Taylor, Katie will open up this door and go back in once we have the fire cage covered back up. Let's show you how it looks from behind. So if you come back over, we're going to show you exactly how it's done from behind this time. And so what will happen is, hold on for 1 second, we're going to have to try to get him on stage. And again, he is playing the part of Katie. Taylor is inside the box. Here is Katie. So when we roll the box out on stage, we already have Taylor loaded inside. The box is already set. If you notice here, you can't see, it looks like it's a regular box that's empty. She's already loaded inside as it's sitting on stage. As the lights come down or are dimmed and we're all walking on stage, as Katie comes by, she's just going to duck down and she's going to, Jay, come over here and show. We're going to take all of this, and once she's in position, we're just going to drop all of this over her. And so now we have two people sitting ready to go in the performance. We're going to do our usual patter, usual show. We're going to show that it's empty. We're going to show that it's empty. We're going to close it up on one. As soon as I say one, The trap door is going to be brought down. So Camden, go ahead and bring the door down. There's 1, 2, and on 3, this time we're not going to bring this cloth all the way off. This is important. In Act 1, we took it all the way off. That's why we have the skirt down here. So that in Act 1, we can take the curtain all the way off and show that there's no trap doors, there's nothing hidden. Now there is something hidden. So it is different, but we hopefully have built the audience's confidence that this box can do this. And they're not expecting anything else. So as soon as we have Taylor here, Taylor comes out. They're going to do the rest of whatever their bit is. We're going to close this back up. As soon as this is covered up, and the Andes are covering this up, and it's offbeat. They're just covering up like they're just tidying up.
Cleaning up after the show.
Cleaning up after the show. While that's happening, that trap door just opened up, and Katie just got inside the box. All the dialogue is happening somewhere on stage about what's going on with everybody else.
No one's paying attention to
And
the box.
nobody's paid attention to this box that has been sitting on stage forever. And then Alex will come back with the help of somebody, because we cannot remove this cloth entirely because there's still a skirt on the bottom. If you remove this cloth all the way off, you're going to see a skirt and it's going to give it away. Instead, he's just going to pick it up, bring it back, and now Katie is on the inside. And that is how we do the fire cage with 2 people.